Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. As you all know, I'm still Smart Val. I've been away for a while now, but now I'm fully back. Okay, today we'll be talking on a topic which I termed how to change one's life. That's how can I change my life? How can you change your life? Fine. Let's start like this. It's divided into two parts, yeah, and we have R, B, Chi, like that. Okay, the first point is being sovereign. Okay, what do we mean by being sovereign? Who is a sovereign? A sovereign is one who possesses supreme or ultimate power over his or her life, not just politically, but as well based on our lives. Factors that make up a sovereign person. First point, we have confidence. That's being confident in oneself, being confident in what we do about our lives, about our issues. Okay, what is confidence? I move on to explain what confidence is. Confidence is the feeling or belief that one can have faith in or rely on oneself or something. That's the ability of relying in oneself. That's what confidence is. Then we move on to point B, taking responsibility, being responsible of one's action. What do I mean by responsibility? The state of fact of being accountable or to blame for something happening in your life. That's whatsoever happen in one's life, either positive or negative, you are responsible. That's you are accountable. Then the next point, we have overcomers. What did I mean by overcomers? That's overcoming the mountains in your life. That's the difficulties in your lives. That's the meaning of overcomers. That's succeeding in dealing with a problem or difficulties in one life. That's your success of dealing with that problem that you are facing in your home, in your studies, in your workplace. Then we have target statements. Target statements. Analyzing or evaluating your problem or difficulties and how to resolve them. That's here. I'm talking about target statement is when you sit down, evaluate your problems, your difficulties. Like if you have difficulties in reading towards an exam, then you list it out. You make a timetable that these are I want to be reading before the exam comes, so I'll be able to succeed in the examination. That's target statement. Or I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to become a doctor, or I want to start working in this place, in this supermarket, in this office. You need to list down your statements. You need to list down what you want to do with your time. Then we have sovereignty is your social role. That is a pattern of behavior that is expected of a person. Example, an enforcer or observer. That those sovereignty I'm talking about is a social role. Is your role to play over your problems, over your life. Being sovereign over your actions. Like it must be part of you. It must be part of your behavior. Then I have mindset of equality. What did I mean by equality? Processing the knowledge of evaluating everyone in a society as at the same level. Like equality. means same level, evaluating people at the same or in the same level. Like having that mindset that Mr. A and Mr. B, they are the same thing. Me and Mr. A, we are the same thing. Before the law, everyone is equal. So before because everyone has problems, so before each and every one of us problems, we are equal to solve them. We have the task to solve them. Then it's obligatory. What did I mean by it's obligatory? It's an act or course of action to which a person is morally or legally bound. That's being sovereign is a necessity. That means you are bound with sovereignty. That means you must take charge of your life. You must take control of those problems. Then I have be a disambiguate. What do I mean by being disambiguate? A disambiguate is a person that removes uncertainty or confusion from his or her task or duty. That's being able to remove confusion. As in, you don't need to be confused, but you need to be convinced on what you want to do, on the steps you want to take. Then I have positive exposure. What did I mean by positive exposure? The act of being exposed, that is technical know-how, being informed of the power you possess over your life. That's being informed of how you can uplift your life, how you can eliminate the problems in your life. That's being positively exposed. Knowing how to remove your problems, knowing how to eliminate those problems that are making you being backward. Then I have pulling the triggers. What do I mean by pulling the trigger? It's not actually the gun trigger I'm talking about here, but I'm actually talking about to commit to a course of action or to initiate a positive move. That means if you want to be sovereign over those problems in your life, if you want to eliminate those problems in your life, you need to pull the trigger. You need to pull the trigger, which I means you need to take a step. As in, you need to take a solid step. Because as I said, it's your solid step that will give you a permanent foundation, that will give you a strong foundation. Like an example stated here is studying hard to get a good mark. Yes, if you didn't take that move of studying hard, you won't be able to get a good mark. You won't come out with flying colors. That studying hard is taking a move. Registering for an exam is taking a move so as you can sit down for the exam. Being reflexive. What did I mean by reflexive? The fact of someone being able to examine their own motives or reasons for acting and how this influences it. Okay, what did I mean by this? I mean being able to examine, that to checkmate, to check out why you take or you took this action. Why do you want to be sovereign over those problems? Why do you want to be sovereign over those situation? Why do you want to be the master of your life? That you need to know the motives of why you are taking an action, of why you are doing things. So that's what I mean by being reflexive. Knowing why I'm doing this, knowing why I'm doing that. There must be a reason. There's a reason for the season, and there's a reason behind everything. So The part B, zeal. Nice. What did I mean by zeal? Eagerness and ardent interest in pursuing something. Like the eagerness, the the interest of doing something, that's zeal. Like you are so committed to this task, and you want to do it by all means. You have the zeal, you have something pushing you forward, making you to realize you want this thing, you want to achieve this goal. That's what's the goal we're talking about here. We're talking about how to be sovereign over the problems in your life, how to be the masters of your life. Like under the zeal, we have adaptability. What did I mean by adaptability? Where does that word adaptability comes from? It is derived from adaptable. Now we go on with the explanation of adaptability. I said the quality of being able to adjust to new conditions, like being able to master any kind of condition that comes your way. Like for example, if I have money right now, I will know that I can adapt, get used to that situation at that moment. I can spend, I can buy shawarma, I can say I want to buy a bottle of water. But when I don't have, I will adapt as well to that situation that I don't have. Then if for example before I buy table water at school, then when I don't have, then I'll take water from home. That's a simple logic. Adaptation, being adaptable. Then capability. Where did they derive capability from? They derived it from capable. Being capable. The ability or power to do something. Like you need to put your mindset. You need to prepare your mind. You need to be capable, be able to say, yes, I want to be the master of my life. Yes, I want to overcome this problem. Yes, I'm bigger than this problem. Then we have willfulness. What do I mean by willfulness? What do I mean? Willfulness can also mean desire. That's the trait of being prone of doing something. That thing that urge you to say, yes, I want to defeat this problem. I want to overcome this problem. I want to take charge of my life. I want to be sovereign over this problem. Just then you can overcome it. Then I have commitment. What did I mean by commitment? The state or quality of being dedicated to a cause activity. Yeah, I'm talking about being committed to this task. That's what's the task, being sovereign over your problems. Just then, you'll be the boss of your life. You'll be able to analyze your life. You'll be able to achieve that goal you intend to. So, I've come to the end of this topic. And please, guys, help me like, subscribe to my channel, and as well comment. Thank you, and have a nice day ahead.